The radio playing that. It's the radio playing. It is 8:33 here in California, y'all. Sunny California. I am headed to my nephew's football game. So go Pirates as she's on her way. Okay. Hey everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Hey Luella. Hey beautiful. I am wearing your coach today, baby. Auntie about to be the coach today. Hey, Tip Loves too. Hey, Candy Cane. Hey, Plane 22J. Happy Sunday, everybody. Before I get on this freeway, because I will be driving. Wait. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so before I get any further, I want to say, shout out to Gospel Glam Cosmetic. I am wearing number 43 today. This is a matte. Okay, let me see if I can get out the sun a little bit. Hold on. Ain't no cars behind me, so I can kind of do what I want to do on the road for now. This is matte 43. And I want to shout out to Gospel Glams Cosmetic. This is a matte. So what I did was to make it gloss. Was also she sent me the Gospel Glams gloss. Okay, so when you use the matte, you want to use the gloss after it dries on. Then you want to use this for the shine. So I just want to shout out to Gospel Glams. And again, also if you're in the New York area and you're pulling into LaGuardia airport, you might want to check out Six Rental Car and let them know that Pieces of the Puzzle sent you guys. Okay, I told them that I will be promoting them, so that I am doing. Now I got stuck on the side of the freeway because I decided to pull over, and now I can't merge out, so I gotta wait my turn. Looks like it's just come up, so there I go, headed on out to about an hour distant destination, so I'll be able to chat with you guys. You know, your girl is still in her feelings about this verdict. It ain't over. You know what I'm saying? Today is a beautiful Sunday, and I just want to give all praise and honor to God above, who is the head of my life, from the heads of the soles of my feet. You know, we just got to keep on fighting, y'all. The fight is getting realer. It's going to get realer. There will be casualties in war, as we know. But I'm going to steer clear. You just got to just be cautiously and cognitively aware of the tactics that will be thrown at you, girl. Because, I am in this fight for real, okay? I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to fly in for the motion hearing that is going to be scheduled on the 13th of this month. I usually don't tell people my moves, what I'm going to do. So it's just a possibility I just may not go. But I'm definitely there in spirits. I will be in communications to bring you guys that up to the minute update. If I do decide to fly in, hey, it is what it is. But I want to make sure that I'm bringing you guys all the updated information as it pertains to R.Kelly when that information becomes available to us all, okay? Hey, El Campbell. Hey, Carmel. See some other names. Araya. Hey, Araya. I've been in my feelings still too. Yeah, this has not been the easiest pill to swallow, because again, sitting in the courtroom, listening to everything that I listened to, hearing all of the prosecutor witnesses get on the on the stand to testify on the prosecutor's behalf on direct, they sounded like they were so scripted. And then when you get to the cross-examination by the defense team, it was just like they wasn't prepared for those questions, and their answers kind of fell short of everything that they stated in their direct. So I'm just still, again, in my feelings as it pertains to the outcome of this case. To me, it was a clear vindication of Rob. But again, we know the government plays real dirty, and they've allowed even 100-plus-year-old charge to be, charged for this case in order to secure a conviction. On top of that, just the deception of the witnesses, the lies that they all told, and everything that I saw from my own eyes, it was just truly unbelievable. It was something that I will never, ever forget. I'm just thankful that I was there to hear and see with my own eyes rather than being secondhand information, coming in from different other platforms that's kind of like regurgitating the information that was put out by the media. I'm going to continue to shout the media is lying, because to me, the media was lying. They were spinning out a lump-sided narrative. Everything went in the favor of the media. It did not go in the favor of R.Kelly, and it's so unfortunate. I did hear someone say that Tom Farinella had cross-examined Sonia. I want to make that correction. He did not cross-examine Sonia. Deborah Cannon crossed all of the witnesses minus the specialist. What I saw Tom Farinella do was research information as it pertained to law, to be able to identify exactly um, what was it they were looking for, the law on the enterprise and what the enterprise consisted of. Because believe me, Kanik, and I'm not saying this because I'm favorable of him, because at the end of the day, they all were a team, and if one failed, they all failed. So I'm not going to blame one person for the conviction of Robert, because at the end of the day, they were a team, and teamwork will make the dream works. Okay. So, but just to make the corrections, Tom did not cross-examine Sonia. Devereaux cross-examined her, and he poked holes in her entire story, and that was the one that did not get a conviction on, because the jury just didn't find her creditable at all. So I want to make sure that I point all that out, because there's so many narratives that are being spun out here that if you wasn't there and you're getting it from different platforms who wasn't there, but also getting it from Twitter and other social media means, it's not fully accurate. What they have put out is pretty much what the government has done. They only put out the government's information for how they perceive the government to had presented their case. Okay, they never once put out anything as to the cross-examination on cross. Okay, when the defense had the opportunity to cross-examine the witnesses that the government presented, that you're not going to find that in the media, because they didn't put it out there. I believe I was the only one, other than maybe a couple of others, who was actually in the courtroom, who put that information out. But the media never spun out the truth when it came to how Kanik was discrediting the government witness. They made it appear as if the government was winning the case, and that the government was bringing all these creditable witnesses in. And I have a hard time accepting that, because again, I was there. I saw it from my own eyes, and I listened with my own ears. Okay, so they did not balance the case out. So that way, when the jury was not sequestered, and they had the opportunity to go home on that Friday and go look at all social medias and look at the media outlets, they only heard the media spinning the tale in the favor of themselves. Okay, so it was just unfair from the start. Looking back at it, listening to all the testimonies, I'm reading my notes again, and I'm looking at everything that had happened, and even all of the denials of the motions, because trust me, their motions was going in for certain things to be done. And as far as why no other witnesses was called, well, it's probably because the judge was so on the bias side, to the point where she just didn't want any creditable witnesses to come in. Think about how Linda Mitch suddenly lost her life in a car wreck. I mean, that right there alone should be alarming to each and every one of us. They didn't want the ones who was going to come in and speak good on his behalf to speak. So they only allowed witnesses whom they felt that they could attack on the cross, when it was the defense direct, and the prosecutors had the opportunity to cross the witnesses. And so what you heard was the judge denying the defense to direct their witnesses in a way that was going to discredit the government's witness. So the judge did not authorize that. She would not allow any of that information to come in. She wouldn't allow him to be able to direct his witness in the way that was going to be beneficial to his client. So she was turning it down. So when people are out here and they're not really knowing all of the true facts of what happened, it's so unfortunate because, again, the judge was denying all of the bail, all of the motions. She was denying pretty much everything that would have benefited Robert Kelly in his defense. And as far as other witnesses not testifying, is probably because she wanted to know what questions they had for their witnesses, how they were going to be cross-examining their witnesses, and she wanted to know all of the details. And when they explained to her what the details consisted of, she just shot it down. What she said was, you can bring your witnesses in. Yes, you can, but you're not going to be able to ask your witnesses these questions. I find that strange and very ironic that she did such thing. But again, these are grounds for an appeal. These are grounds for a higher judge to look at. I believe this is going to go to the Supreme Court. I don't think it's going to stop at the lower level. It's going to go up the chain of command. And then again, once a better judge who's unbiased, who doesn't have anything in this fork in this state, will be able to see that justice was not served, that this was an unbalanced case that went with the narrative that the Me Too movement, the surviving R.Kelly, the Cheryl Mags, the Diana Copeland, all participated in creating this narrative, because even Diana Copeland stated on the stand that she had a consultation inside of this inside of the surviving R. Kelly, because it was under the impression that she wrote the script out for them, but what she said was they consulted with her. She assisted them with reaching out to these so-called alleged victims, and she helped with the narrative. And we know Cheryl Mack was the one who wrote the book on this, and so also this is her narrative as well. So that's why their names are being brought up in the manner that their names are being brought up in. So all supporters, your talks on the law, because the government never had anything to support. They did not. Power than the government, keep that out of the box. Right. So, they were very cherry picking who could spin what narrative. They were really, really pissed off at me because, I approached the prosecutors, as you guys saw on the last day of the verdict watch, and I specifically asked, why did you guys charge Mr. Kelly with this RICO act? This is 100-year old. Why did you guys charge him with the Mann Act? And then they were so upset to the point where they went in there. They told the judge what I did. They knew who I was. Everyone knew who I was. I was one of the loudest people out there supporting Mr. Kelly, because I feel that he was done wrong. That none of these witnesses was creditable. And now, if anybody was creditable, and I would have saw that, I would have said something. I would have told you guys everything that was happening in the way it was happening. I presented to you guys everything that I witnessed happen in that courtroom. I didn't change anything. I didn't alter anything. I told you guys strictly what was going on and how it was going down in that courtroom. And so the facts are that the prosecutors just did not prove their case. And why did the jury find it him to be unanimously agreed that he was guilty is beyond my understanding. Okay, it truly is beyond my understanding. I will not understand it for the life of me. How did they come up with this verdict? To me, I always stated, and I'm going to stand firm on it, and I'm going to throw the alleged out there, but the government allegedly is the actual enterprise. They're the RICO. They're the Mann Act. They're the ones who created this law. They're the ones who enticed, coerced, coached, intimidated witnesses, had Diana Copeland crying while she was being questioned for her statements as to it pertains to this case. They intimidated that lady. They coerced her. They bullied her. They harassed her. They used their authorities to manipulate her and scare her into giving them what they needed. And the same thing with John Doe 1. They intimidated him. They coerced him. They threatened him. They bullied him. They told him that if he didn't say what they wanted him to say, they were not going to write that letter of leniency for him for his prior charges that he is now facing of bribery for Jane Doe number 5. So again, to me, and although allegedly, just for the sake of law, allegedly they are the true enterprise. Okay, they're the ones who is intimidating people, using their government badges to entice a person, scare a person into doing what they need them to do. And if they don't do what they need them to do, allegedly, they were going to be charged with charges. That's why you saw people coming in there with their lawyers and lawyered up, because they did not want to say something that was incriminating and that was going to have them arrested upon the end of their testimonies. Okay, so again, that's my personal spin on it. That's my personal take. That's how I feel sitting in there. I mean, even the U.S. Marshals were intimidating to the supporters who came in. You couldn't wear a Free R.Kelly shirt. You couldn't wear a Free R.Kelly mask. You couldn't do certain things because they just wouldn't let you in with some stuff like that on. But I'm sure if you had a different shirt that said he was guilty, they might have would have let that slide on by and let you in. I don't know, because no one challenged them to do that. So I don't know if that was even possible to have done. But I know for a fact, if you had on a Free R. Kelly shirt or a Free R. Kelly mask, you could not enter the courtroom. You had to go change your whole attire and then come back without that on. Now, there's someone out there who is a supporter. She came all the way from Kentucky, and she witnessed that firsthand herself. I witnessed it at just being there and seeing her be denied, the rights to come in based on her shirt. Okay, they were so prejudiced as to stuff like that. It was just really they really was prejudiced. And as far as, again, going back to the judge getting notification from the prosecutor that a protester or a supporter, however you may call me, was out there and questioned them and put them on the spot in pertaining to these charges that Kelly is facing. They ran it back to the judge, and at that time the judge came back and said, so when we do the verdict reading, some of the press is not going to be allowed in. I don't know which press that was going to be, because I never even challenged them to go inside to see if it was me that they was referring to. I can only assume they were talking about me, because why would you want to keep press out? All the press should have been allowed to come in had they been in already. So because the prosecutors was totally upset and just caught off guard with that, because they didn't expect the press member to do something like that, because all the press have been going hand in hand with their narrative and spinning their narrative in the manner that they wanted their narrative spun. So because I was an independent journalist out there, aka blogger with an opinion, hey, they couldn't get me to not ask those questions. That's why you saw the individual be upset about me approaching the prosecutors in that manner with the credentials on. But hey, without those credentials, I still was going to be there, and I was going to be one of the 8 to get in every day, and I just would have had to abide by the rules that was set forth for the courts. Okay, so that way that I could take the notes that I was able to take and bring to you guys in the manner that I was able to bring them. So, this case is just, they want war. They want people to continue to be on social media and attack each other moving forward. And I find that a tactic that the government has used from the beginning of the support system. When I came down here on YouTube, I realized quickly that it was a whole nother situation that was going on here on YouTube. I didn't want to get caught in it. I'm not going to go backwards and go back into the drama that's being had on social media. I just want to stay focused on bringing the information to us and staying positive and staying on the sunny side. As y'all see, the sun is shining in my light. In my life, as y'all can see clearly, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. I worship him. I love the Lord because I know he hears our cries. He won't give us more than we can bear, and he always is a timely God. So we just have to keep the faith. We have to stay in line with the Lord and know that he is Lord of lords and God of God and King of all kings, okay? He is a judge of all judges, and he will have the final say so when this is all said and done. We all are hurt about the outcome. We all are feeling some type of way about it, especially from the reporting that we heard and how the prosecutors was not proving their case. And so to hear what we heard and the verdict to be what it is, it just goes to show us that they can do anything in their powers to secure a conviction, even allowing liars and inconsistencies. Their integrity is not intact. I don't agree with the government's integrity. I think they lost all respect for a lot of us Americans out here who do consider themselves American citizens. I disagree with it because I don't feel that we have our citizen rights. I've always stated that. Malcolm X stated it. How are you going to fight for your civil rights before you get your human rights? We have yet to be acknowledged as human beings here. That's why the law is so unbalanced and is never in our color favor. You always see people of a different descendant get slaps on the wrist, get bail bonds when they're murderers and rapists out here. But to see a black man who doesn't have no prior criminal convictions, maybe just a damn traffic ticket, be denied his rights to bond, his rights to fight his case from the outside. It goes to show you how this society of the government is so unbalanced. What we need to be doing to move forward is we need to come together somehow, some way. Put your differences to the side, link up with some positive support systems, get with your community areas, your activists, and let's get this fight rolling in a manner that is going to be where our voices need to be heard. Because if the government can secure a conviction like this, our men are in trouble, our sons are in trouble, our boys are in trouble, and guess what? We're in trouble. And so for us to be punished for things that there's no evidence, there was nothing more than a he say she say case, and to see a brother be convicted off of he say she say is just unbelievable to me. Okay, we all need to be very worried. If you're scared, you should be scared. Okay, because right now what just happened is that they just got a conviction off of lies after lies after lies, inconsistency after inconsistency after inconsistencies, and they literally secured it silently by keeping the public out, only allowing a number of 8 to come inside, having a unlimited amount of journalists inside, but you're only allowing 8 spectators from the outside to come in. That right there was an unbalance. The whole entire media was so biased. They were so anti R.Kelly to where I felt each and every one of their negative spirits, to the point where I no longer even wanted to go inside of the press room because it was so upsetting to hear everyone come against this man, and the laughter, the jokes. Nothing was funny to me that he is fighting for his life and have been fighting for his life, and to hear them in the media room make jokes out of things, I didn't find it humorous at all, and actually I found it very offensive. Okay, I was very offended by them all, because again, but once I put the pressure on the media and I brought my spirit of positivity and hopeful and optimistic, it started to change the minds of a lot of the media outlets that came in the media room. When I would come in, whatever conversation they had, they quickly shut it the hell up, as they should have. And when I came in the courtroom, they were all silenced. You can hear a pin drop when I personally came inside, because again, I brought that fire and desire in me, like I had no time for tolerance of any type of negativity. You guys are not doing your jobs accurately. You guys are all biased. You guys are literally spinning the narrative in a way of surviving R.Kelly to make it appear as if the prosecutor is winning this case when they lost by a landslide. It was a landslide that the prosecutor lost his case. They were so upset, and they know they lost this case. I truly do believe that jurors were paid off, maybe gotten something hefty, because if you think about it, they paid the doctor who did not even communicate with any of the alleged victims, didn't even evaluate Mr. Kelly himself, but yet got $500 an hour. So if she got $500 an hour, can you imagine what the jury got to spin this verdict the way they spun it? And I'll go ahead and as far as say allegedly, just for law purposes, okay? I don't need the government coming at me about me stating things without using alleged. So therefore, to cross my T's and dot my I's allegedly, okay? They paid those jurors off allegedly based on the fact that they did what they did, okay? So that's what that is. Um, yeah. So yeah, it's too much. It's too much happen, and all of this stuff that I am saying to you guys will come out. I promise you at a later time. And the reason I say I promise is because it ain't over, y'all. It ain't over. It ain't over. Okay. I'm gonna try to read some of y'all comments, but I gotta do so by being safe because your girl is driving on the road. Me and daughter. Okay, we want to go watch our my nephews are playing football this morning, and I want to cheer them on and let them know that auntie is here for them, and whatever they choose to do in life, that auntie will be their number one supporter, as I have been to all my nieces and nephews. I love the support. Okay, and my daughter, baby girl, is right here on the side of me, and she's in her zone on her tablet. She's tuned in, but yes, he is fighting for his life. He is fighting for his life, and it's so unfortunate that he is. Robert Lee says the media is trying to keep you bloggers out the public eyes. They need. Wait, he said something. Hold on. Robert Lee said they need to give bad news to keep their jobs, not knowing the truth. Absolutely, and I agree with you, Robert Lee. And also, just to add to your comment, the reason that they're needing to keep their jobs is because they are surviving off of R.Kelly. They surviving off of R.Kelly. Okay, that's what's happening. They're surviving off of R.Kelly. Now, let's see. This is really sad for all y'all that's black men that's against him. Y'all not safe. It can be you next. Don't prey on another man's downfall. Free Robert the fast way. He don't just amen, honey. Amen. Her Fresh TV says, and my beliefs is the jury was compromised and tainted, probably paid off before trial. I would agree. I mean, because they came back extremely fast with their verdict. Um, and it's just unbelievable. Okay, it's truly unbelievable. Let's see what else we got here. When Robert Sylvester Kelly was produced, Aaliyah never had no backup dancer. Correct. Okay. Good morning, Miss Hollywood 23. Good morning. Do you still talk to Canic? I am in communications with the lawyers. Yes, I am. And it's not, they cannot share any client information with me, so I will not be privileged to the conversation that they have with their client. I'm only able to tell you that Robert Kelly is holding his head up. He is staying strong. He's not giving up, and he will continue to fight the fight as us supporters are here to support him. He appreciates each and every one of us. I will tell you guys that much, but as far as sharing information with you guys, I can't share anything that's not been shared with me due to private confidentiality between Robert Kelly and his legal team. But shout out to Canic. He know what it is. And you guys know what it is as well. You guys been following me. This is not about clout chasing. He nor I am a clout chaser. That's why you don't see me going live each and every day. My lives will be very much sporadic, and I'm just gonna bring to you guys the relevancy. But I felt today was a beautiful Sunday. I'm up, I'm out. I said, hey, let me speak to y'all because I know you guys enjoy when I come on social media and bring it to you guys in a manner that I bring it to you guys. So want to remain professional through it all. And we're going to stay focused on what our focus is. I am having my tunnel vision on the vindication of Robert Sylvester Kelly. A lot of stuff I will be doing now will be from behind the scenes. I will come on when it's relevant to bring updates to you guys. Again, don't forget there is a hearing, a motion hearing that's going to be scheduled for this month on the 13th. I'm working on getting back to New York so I can be in the courtroom, so I can hear on my own ears, take my notes as I've been doing. Anybody want to follow suit, or anybody want to get there, here's your opportunity to not meet me there, but beat me there. In case I don't show up, at least I sent you there. Because it appears that, a lot of people want to do what you do. So here's me giving it up hand, up close and personal, and letting y'all know a move that I don't usually tell, but I'm just giving it to y'all because, hey, sharing is caring. Yes, they is, and I will keep R.Kelly in prayers. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Sheila, my day one, says it's so crazy to change someone off, to charge someone off of he say, she said. Agreed. And that's exactly what happened here. He was charged with he say, she say, and it's so unfortunate. What's up, Hollywood? What's up, Lil Rico? I see you, baby. Staying focused. Thank you, Elisol. And to everybody else that's reaching out to me, please, if you want to send a message to me, you can send a message through my online call, which is 404-618-2442. If you want to email me some information that you may think is relevant that I can research and cross T's and dot I's and present to the people, you may do so at hollywoodnext@gmail.com. But trying to reach out to me off air, trying to build a relationship with me, that's not, because I don't know who is who. I don't know who sent who. It's too many people trying to knock me off my pedestal because I'm elevating in a positive manner, and I'm doing so in a gracious manner for R.Kelly and his supporters who is out here supporting. I don't want to go backwards. I'm not going backwards. No matter what the road ahead looks like, it ain't happening. I'm focused on bringing great information to us all, updates as I possibly can. As they become available to me, I will bring them to you guys. But the everyday lives is just not who I am, unless it's something that's so relevant that I can share with you guys. I'll try to come on here, every so often and peek in and say hello to y'all and let y'all know I'm still here. I'm still in this fight. But make sure you follow me on Twitter. I am tweeting a lot, okay? A lot of information will be shared on Twitter. It's like I got to pick which social media I want to be on. I can't do all three of them at one time. I can't do Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So it's like I'll bring a lot to YouTube. I'll bring a lot to Twitter. And if I can remember, I will even bring some to Instagram. But I'm not an everyday social media girl. I'm actually back on the clock this coming up week. So I gotta get this work in, y'all. Y'all know your girl be working hard out here. And so I'm back on my California living, and I'm on top of my game, y'all. So right now I don't have time for distractions and anything that may cause or hinder this case. What R.Kelly is in need of, each and every one of us supporters that are fighters to get out here and fight. Need spiritual warfare, spiritual praying warriors to get out here and let's fight this fight, because this is a spiritual fight. And this is a real fight. And right now, his sentencing has been pushed back until next year, which is May 4th, 2022. And so all this stuff that's happening, and as far as my understanding, an appeal cannot go in until after he is sentenced. So until then, there's lots of motions that are put in place right now. So you guys will be hearing a lot of motions being filed, trying to get the judge to overturn this conviction. How likely is that? I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want to even think in a negative manner, but I have to think realistic. And because she has shown us she's not willing to, look at this case for what it is, and their integrity that has now been jeopardized and is out of attack because she allowed these government witnesses to come in and lie under oath, change their statements numerous times, have amnesia on the stand, had to be reminded of their statements by being presented with the statements that they gave to the government, then saying that they don't recall, but yet saying I see it in the transcripts. I'm reading it's right there. I see I said this, but I don't recall saying that. Okay, so if you didn't say this, then who said it? So the government just wrote this down and put this in your statement, and you have no recollection of it. Well, it's there, but I don't recall. So that's a huge problem, and that's what got Mr. Kelly convicted. All these inconsistencies, they don't recall, and I'm still just baffled by the outcome of this trial. Okay, truly baffled, and that's an understatement. Thank you, Iris. Thank you, Iris. I'll look into applying for a position over there. How about that? Definitely gonna put the pieces of the puzzle together over here. Is what we're doing, one piece at a time. I hope God convictions come across the hands of this setup. Yeah, and then you guys are aware that Daryl Johnson, he was the fake uh, um, PR for R.Kelly. When I saw that man come on the screen, I said, oh, they done went and got them some ghetto and put a suit on his brother and had him coming here and acting like he was something for R.Kelly when this man fell short of everything. When he was on the Gayle King interview, he didn't know how to contain his client. It was like he was allowing him to be emotional so they can use that against R.Kelly and say this is the monster that he is. That doesn't show monster. That showed raw, and that showed that he was unscripted, and he is a man, he is human, and he has feelings, and he hurt just like each and every one of us. I couldn't do nothing but take my hats off to Mr. Kelly for that interview because it was raw and it was uncut and it was not scripted the way that they wanted everything to be so scripted. So Daryl Johnson is getting what he put out, which is a bunch of lies himself. He was never to be working with R. Kelly. It's my understanding he stole $1 million from the Gayle King's interview that was promised to Mr. Kelly for his participation in the Gayle King interview. So to see him getting his karma, he has been charged with fraud and taking advantage of people over in Atlanta. Now he is facing his criminal actions. And so what would be good is to see him convicted of it because, again, he put himself out there and he did that. And so he took advantage of good people and used the fact that he was on TV with Gayle King, Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, and working for Mr. Kelly, which we know he really wasn't, but he utilized that. He took advantage of that moment to run off with it and make it appear as if he, had, A-list celebrities. And so it was very manipulating to see him take advantage of the people that he took advantage of. So yes, karma's at his door, as it's going to be coming to a lot of the people who set R. Kelly up door as well, because when you do wrong to people, you better know karma's gonna come back for you. It don't have no expiration date. If karma don't get you, dharma gonna get you, and that's karma's sister. Karma got a sister named Dharma. For some of y'all that don't know Dharma, trust and believe me. God don't like ugly. You think you being manipulative. You think you getting over on somebody. You ain't playing nobody but yourself short, because God sees all. He sits high and he looks low. He see everything. So just please know that God is God. Okay. He will get those who wronged Mr. Kelly and all that's done this to him. Their days are coming. Trust me, their days are numbered, I should say. Anyways, let me see what you said, y'all, because you know I'm not either Angel H at all, at all. Yes, he is, and that's what God is doing. Everybody is getting their individual issues, and God is not gonna leave no one unanswered. Everybody will be have to answer for everything that they do. So God don't like ugly, and He's definitely not fond of pretty. That's why when people be like, "Oh, you're so cute and you're so this," I don't care about all that. I want to be okay. I don't want to be pretty or ugly. I want to be right in the middle, so God can treat me accordingly. I stay in alignment with the Lord. I don't get big headed. Can't nothing blow me up. This case ain't gonna make me bigger or better than nobody, because together, individually, we equally put in our work. And some got a lot of recognition, some got some recognition, and others got the minimum. But at the end of the day, it still got recognized for what each and every one of us have put into this fight. Because at the end of the day, all that matters is that the information got put out. That's why I continuously to shout out Malicious Conspiracy, Truth Media, because what they was doing in their community area with their videos, breaking everything down, I mean, it got acknowledged, it got recognized. A lot of information I sent to the legal team, a lot of that stuff got put out, and I'm thankful that it was able to be used in the fight for R.Kelly. Again, I reached out to Jane Doe number 5, Azriel Clary, through Instagram. My Instagram is Destiny over there. That's what my family calls me, Destiny, because they always said I'm destined for something. And so they always call me Destiny. For some of y'all that don't know, that's my nickname that was given to me by one of my relatives. And so when she gave me that name several years back, I used that as my Instagram name, so you can find me under Destiny. And so I reached out to oh wow, it's the temperature, y'all. It's the temperature. I'll tell you guys in a second. That air feels so good, you guys. So very good. Okay, I'm back, you guys. My temperature got hot on the phone. The enemy is busy. They don't want this message to get out to the people. But again, as I was saying, that I reached out to Jane Doe number 5, Azriel Clary, through Instagram, and I told her, if you been held against your will, why you ain't went to the authorities? And her response was, "Baby, I ain't never been held against my will. You got the wrong person. You need to stop listening to them tabloids, okay?" That's what she said. That's what was used on cross examination, and it was also used in the closing arguments against her case along with evidence that she was in communication with her parents, and that was handed by the video of presidents. And then also, when the lawyers, the defense attorneys, was presenting motions to have the language changed, the judge also denied that as well. She did not want to change the language that was going to be favorable of R. Kelly. So she kept the language the way she kept the language, and the language was consistent of going against Mr. Kelly. So again, that's another reason why the jury did not have much to really go on. If you listen to the jury instructions, if you listen to the language that was used in the jury instructions, you will hear it was no not guilty when everything that was stated in the jury instructions was to go against Mr. Kelly. It was all in favor of the surviving R. Kelly documentary. It fit the narrative. It fit everything that the prosecutors was doing. And even when the prosecutors was doing their closing arguments, even their closing arguments went against him as well. They even used things that I heard before in the docu-series. It was like they were, that whole, everything was scripted based off of the docu-series. They literally they used everything that was used against him in the docu-series against him um, against him in the closing arguments. In the whole entire case was based on the surviving R. Kelly. It was unbelievable. Okay, I've never seen nothing like this in my entire life, you guys. It was it was it was something to see, and if you wasn't there to see it, it's almost like you wouldn't even believe me telling you what I saw and what I heard in that courtroom. You would literally believe everything that the media put out there, and knowing the media was lying. Okay, the media was lying. I stand firm on that because they definitely was lying. Okay, the media was lying. Um, Let me see. Before the jury deliberated, were they where they do that at exactly. And then she changed up things at the end. The judge, she changed a lot of stuff to benefit the prosecutor. She did not give him a leeway, a way out at all. She cornered Mr. Kelly in. Again, all this stuff is going to come out. This stuff you guys are going to hear more of. I'm not giving it all to y'all because I want you guys to be able to read the book of Surviving Off of R. Kelly when I'm done writing it. I have a great editor who reached out to me on this past Friday. He's a known editor and has lots. He's done a lot in the book world, and I think I selected a great one who's going to help me get this book out to you guys as quickly as I can possibly finish writing it and getting it to y'all and putting it on the market. You will be able to purchase it. I'll create a website for that at a later time, as well as hopefully on Amazon and anywhere else you can purchase your books. Okay, so I'm working really, really hard, you guys, behind the scene. All proceeds will go to R. Kelly's legal defense. I do not want to benefit a dollar off this book. I don't want any money off of his demise. I don't want any money off this man's downfall. I never came in this fight to benefit off of him. I do appreciate everybody who supports the platform, who wanted to see me stay in New York and assisted me in doing so. So shout out to you guys. You all know who you are. It's not needed to put who you are and what you donated in the chat, but you guys know who you are. And I thank you guys personally. And you would have gotten an emoji from me upon receipt of, um, of what you guys were able to donate. It was all appreciated. And like I told y'all, whenever I'm in need, I don't mind to ask, as much as I don't like to ask, my pride be all up in my way because I feel like, you know what I mean, I'm independent. But hey, I have to learn how to be receptive. The much more as much as of a giver that I am, I have to learn to be more receptive to receiving. It's kind of like the hardest thing for me personally to do. I'm not everybody else that don't mind to get out here begging and borrowing and all that. I can't do it. My pride is in the way. It won't let me, y'all. But trust and believe me, I appreciate everything you guys do for me. And I do want to get back to New York. I do want to go back. I want to be there for the motion hearing. It's scheduled the 13th. I'm looking at some dates right now to try to get there soon so that way I can be in the midst and be in that courtroom and hear what these motions are said and how they are granting them or denying them. So I am working on that. If anybody want to donate for that purpose alone, I will ask specifically for what I need rather than you guys just freely doing things, But again, I don't want to stop the heart for whatever God puts on your heart. Let Him regulate and control it, and let Him guide your path, and so that way He can, bless you guys tenfold. Because He does say, "Give and thou shalt receive," and so, you know, I want to make sure that I don't stop y'all blessings and I sure don't block mine. But if you guys are able to help out with me getting back to New York, I will say it's appreciated and I'm thankful in advance. If not, I'm going to go into my resources and do what I got to do because if I want to be there, trust and believe me, I'm going to get there. So with that being said, I'm always appreciative to you guys for being on the platform, supporting the channel, just hitting the like button, viewing it when I'm live. I'm not sure if this live is going to stay up, and it's not something that I'm personally doing. It's just I was given some type of notification that I ran out of storage or some sort. Hopefully that's not the case, and this live can stay because I think this is an excellent live. But I got to figure out how to keep this live up. Okay, so that's something that I'm doing. But I'm not at my destination yet, but I'm approaching it quickly. Um, it's such a beautiful Sunday, you guys. I hope you guys are, rejoicing and being glad in it. God woke us up this morning to see a beautiful day that we have never seen before. This is the first Sunday of the month, so make sure you guys get yourself into a good Bible-based church. Keep God first in everything that you do. Let Him direct your path, and I promise you, He'll take you places you never ever dreamed of, because He is good all the time. Okay, I can't preach enough how good my God is, and if you guys serve God, you know how good He is as well. Okay, He never leaves us nor forsakes us. He's still right there with Robert Sylvester Kelly every step of the way. He ain't left Kels. If anything, this is where he shows up even more because of everything that he is facing and everything that they're throwing at him. Okay, he's good. He's gonna be all right. Kels is gonna be all right. Hey, let's turn up a little bit. All right, all right, all right. I don't got that much music because where I'm at, I'm in the boondocks, y'all. Let me read a couple of more of y'all comments though on the serious side. Um, Let me read a couple of more of y'all comments. It says to go up about 0.2 miles. So let's see. We're getting there. We're almost there. Um, Let me see. In the early 90s, when he performed Honey Love, he had public announcement hold up a poster with an 18 or a 9 or older on it. So Rob most definitely not a pedo. He had asking them bras their age. Yes, he did. He asked their age. I think this is it right here, right? Yeah, I think this is the exact name of the school. Okay, it says I have arrived. Let's see. This is a really nice high school.
This is a high school.
It's a high school. I think they just using their field though. This is really nice. But I'm keeping you where you at, baby, because okay, so now I just gotta figure out, are they down low or are they up high? Because it could be another entry. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's see how we get in here. We got to figure this stuff out, y'all. I may share a little bit of the game with y'all, but my focus right now is all over the place. I'm doing multiple things, but I most definitely am still in this fight. Ain't going nowhere until Kels comes home. Kels need to be up out that facility. He don't deserve this. He didn't deserve this. And these disgruntled former exes really had it out for this man. I mean, they wrong on every level, and they will be. I'm hoping that they get prosecuted for their lies. I feel like they all should be arrested. Everybody that came in there and testified on that stand, and lied on this man, they should all be. Okay, I don't see what I'm supposed to see. I'm just trying to. I see the field, but I'm looking for the players, and I'm looking for everything. I'm gonna figure it out together. Yeah, this way. Understand, but we're gonna figure it out. I agree. Pieces of the puzzle. 100. Hollywood. Your interview with Bobby Brooks about Azrael would help tremendous, in my opinion. No cap. Okay. Well, I definitely will be getting all the information. And see, one thing y'all have to understand too is that when you come in a case with a little bit of time for preparations, I don't know who to blame for it when everybody that was a part of the legal team fell off in the end. Some couldn't cross examine, some couldn't really do nothing. So it's kind of strange that there's blame game going around, and I don't think nobody should be blamed. I think everybody did what they could. More could have been done, absolutely, but unfortunately, it is what it is. We can't go back and undo what's already done. The case is said, and it's done at the moment, but it ain't over. The fight continues. And so, with that being said, the fight goes on. It doesn't stop because we didn't get the verdict that we wanted. It continues with with appeals, and going to the appellate courts, and going to the higher ups, taking it to the chief judge, taking it to above Don Anley's head, or Ann Donnelly's head. It goes above her at this point. It doesn't stop right there, because at the end of the day, he's still fighting for his life, and I can't even imagine what he's feeling, to feel the feeling. It's just something that, it's just like, no, I'm not receptive to what the outcome is. I totally disagree with it. I really do. I don't agree with it at all. So I think it's here because it says heritage as well, right? Yeah. This is probably the one, because the one up there, I don't know, they took us there, but it's actually right here. Oh yeah. Yeah, because this is where all the cars is, and I feel like this is where it's at. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Look at these football parents. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Shout out to my nephews, man. They about to play their game. Why are there so many Gail King needs to go. Yes, all these media people are so against this man, and it's like, this man ain't done nothing to nobody but present hit after hit after hit. I mean, the man music is just undeniably talented, and for them to put his sex life on trial, because that's what they did. They put his sex life on trial. Okay, they put his sex life on trial. Yeah, this is it. Oh yeah, it's lit. Okay, we made it. Let's just get this right. It's okay. I kind of figured it was this one when I was pulling in, but I really was unsure. So let's see. Okay. Man, we got to find us a park, which seems to be nearly impossible. Okay. Mm-hmm. I need here. The placard. Placard. Oh. You put it away. It was right here. I got it. Thank you, baby. You did. Okay. R.Kelly changed the music industry. No one can compete. Absolutely. I mean, he got music to this day that nobody can compete. If they did any type of battle, he would just have to battle himself, because there's nobody that can battle this man. Okay. There's no one that can battle him. Did you see the video of Nikki Purple? No Justice in America. I love that song. I heard the music. I loved it. I actually want to share it here on this platform. Um, God don't like ugly. You never win nor prosper playing dirty. Amen. The weak will always band together to bring down the strong. Exactly. I hope Kanik and Scholar are doing everything they can to set an appeal for him. Trust me, they're working behind the scenes, doing everything and anything that can be done to help Mr. Kelly. By handling R. Kelly's accounts, Jane Doe number 5 stole most of his money. She got more than $5,000 a month. Ain't no telling how much she stole. Yes, and I would also like to see investigators come on the case and go check out the storage. The storage all have surveillance. They can tell you who came in, when they timed in, when they punched in, if they used the code to get in or a key to get in. All that stuff is documented. So I believe that stuff should be investigated. Someone should go and investigate the storage unit to see, after Mr. Kelly was arrested July 11, 2019, who went into that storage unit after July 11th, other than the investigators who was investigating. I want to know who went into that storage unit, and I need to know it immediately. Not just me. Don't send it to me. Send it to the attorneys, because that stuff is information that could be helpful as well. Since if we're gonna go and try to redo this trial and get this conviction overturned and potentially get a new trial, all this evidence is going to be needed. So everything that we have done is still necessary, is still needed. I would just say to keep everything that you guys have, and we'll present it, to the legal team, as much as we can be helpful without interfering with this trial or this case. Okay, we do not want to interfere. We do not want to be in the way. Let's go. Put that up or bring it with you. You gotta hide it in the car behind the seat or something. We don't want someone stealing stuff, breaking windows. We don't know. People be breaking windows and all sorts of stuff. Okay, so, all right, come on. What is it? You got it? All right, come on, baby. Go ahead. All right. Yeah, that's that baby Benz. That's that baby Benz. uh, yes, y'all. Oh, they got snacks out here. Yes. My greedy ass want to eat. I love to eat. I'm losing a lot of weight, but my fat ass love to eat. My big ass love to eat. Okay, right? Because I thought when they raided it before, they didn't find nothing. That is true. So all of a sudden, they found something wasn't the storage, was in Azriel's name. Now, that's a good question. That's something that I don't have the answers to, but if that is the case, then that's an issue. TY, ball game, this way. Thank you. Um, they failed to talk about the good he's done. Let me see. Because I thought when they were, yeah, that is true. What happens in someone's bedroom has nothing to do with anything. Exactly. I'm pissed off that not one celebrity stood uh, by his side. I agree with you on that, Pebbles. For real. Yes, I said the same thing next. I watched a blogger be judged for his sex life, the same as Robert Sylvester Kelly, shaking my head, free R.Kelly. Yes, that's fine. You know, it's terrible. Okay, Ella, thank you, love. Appreciate you, boo. Let me see. You do? Well, I don't. Oh, daughter. Oh, oh, look at all these food trucks that are out here. They got a Spider-Man ice cream truck. They got all sorts of food trucks. I tell you, my greedy butt about to eat good today again. Look at this. They got fresh fruit. They got all sorts of stuff. Trucks on trucks on trucks. My greedy butt. I love to eat, y'all. I like trying different foods. Oh wow, I'm gonna have to come before the line get heavy. I'm about to come right back. I'm going to get this baby to the seat with the family. And hold on, Tootie. I gotta press mute for 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. I also feel like something these other celebrities have spoken up to give the media a fight. This trial could have went different. Agreed. Hold on, y'all. One. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Let me see. Jealousy is why others didn't speak up for him. Exactly. You guys got to think about it. If you are doing something good, people gonna hate on you for the good you doing. The minute you doing something bad, they ain't got nothing to say about you. That's why I'm the way I am. And that's why I'm wired the way I'm wired, because I've dealt with a lot of my childhood friends that I don't even deal with them people to this day, because jealousy is a disease. And if they feel you doing better than them, you may not feel you doing better than them, but they feel you're doing better than them. They're gonna be jealous of you. They're gonna be envious of you. I don't even know half the people on social media, but yeah, I'll get hated on because I'm doing support nobody and what I've been through on social media. And imagine R.Kelly being who he is and going through what he's been through. It's so unfair and it's so unfortunate. But hey, that's the world we live in. Jealousy is all around us. And if people are not uh confident in the skin that they in, and they're always constantly looking for some negative on somebody, and can't get away from the negativity, then that just shows you who these people are. I don't want to be anything like that. I just want to be a better person today than I was yesterday. There's always room for growth. You can always be a better person, but it takes for you to put the effort in. You can't be mad because someone else putting their effort in to be a better them than they was yesterday. Hate is just a terrible disease, and I can't do nothing but wish people well. Honestly, I really can't. So uh, that's my spiel when it comes to the hate. Uh, I got Nico, San Giorgio, Carson, Darius K. Jealousy is cruel to the grave. Amen, Felicia. I'm telling you, child. Good morning, Nick. Nick. Yeah, I'm here. Now I just gotta find my family. I'm here at the game. Oh yeah, it's slippery and slide, huh? I don't know if my sisters see me. Let's see. Let's see her. Where Auntie at? Oh, they said my nephew name. Tyreek Johnson. All right, Tyreek. You heard him say his name? Yeah, but where's Auntie at? Oh, she's out there on the field. There she goes. Right there on the field. Look, she got the white shirt on. You see her straight ahead? There she goes. She's a field mom. Well, all right. Oh, look at the little cheerleaders. Baby, you should be a cheerleader. No? Okay. She said no. Baby said no.
Well, maybe.
That's your son named Charlotte? Okay.
Well, maybe.
Yep, that's my little nephew background. It was like Tyreek Johnson. Come on down. He is so handsome. Is that TT? There we go.
Oh, I see.
TT. Tyreek. Tyreek. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Auntie love you. Go Pirates. Baby got a spirit like you. Yeah, my nephew, baby. Wait, Louisiana took back their keys back from Kelly. Everybody doing a lot. Yes, Tip loves too. Somebody sent that to me the other day. They did. They took back their keys. It's terrible. He was given the keys to the city and they took that back. They rescinding a lot of stuff. Yes, please. Who said something about something? All right, by myself. Y'all know that. He paid for funerals in Chicago. Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah, I see Auntie. She's all
She's
there.
on the field. You see her? Yes.
Yeah.
She speaks with intelligent Hollywood. I'm not teaming up with nobody. And there's no disrespect to anybody. It's just I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Okay? I'd rather be an Indian than a chief. I don't want no higher statue. I'm fine where I'm at. I'll stay at the bottom because whatever God has for me, He has for me. I ain't teaming with nobody. And it's no disrespect to anybody, but it's just, hey, it comes with too much uh, 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 um, dictator. I don't want to be dictated. I don't want nobody telling me what to do, what I can do, what I can't do. I move alone by myself. I don't need no help. And if I need help, I'm coming right here on this platform, and y'all, the supporters, will help me, guide me, lead me, and give me whatever it is that I'm in need of. I can't get it from nowhere else. Y'all are the best supporters in the world. Salute to every one of y'all. Hey, Casey. Hey, Lady G. And baby, that's the only team I need. Team Jesus. Amen. On this beautiful Sunday. He's shining on me right now. God is the head of my life. He moves all pain when misery strikes. He promised to keep me and never to leave me. Never ever fall short of his word. I like to keep my life clean every day. I want to go with him when he comes back.
Look.
Yes, I see him, baby. Okay, look for your other cousins. There's more than one out there. Where's Tyrone? Find them all. Okay? I just heard his name. Look, I just heard his name. There he come right there. Look, he's walking down. Here he comes. Okay? We got kids out here. They in the game. They got the cheerleaders walking them down. Go. He's coming down in the middle. You don't see him right here?
Oh, I see him. I see him.
Yeah. Tyrone. Hi, Auntie Baby. Hi, Auntie Baby. You gonna win. Go Pirates. Go Pirates. I love you. That's my baby, y'all. That's Auntie's baby. Yes. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Carl. I got a lot going on in my life, but God is in control. I promise you, ain't nothing gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing. Ain't no enemy, no hater, no exes, no hexes, no nothing. Okay? I am gonna stay with my head up high. I'm gonna keep on keeping on in this fight. It's not over until it's over, and it ain't over. Okay? It's just getting started. They want to fight, they want a war. We're gonna bring it to them with everything in us. I need everybody to just keep on keeping on, stay on the sunny side, and know that God is Lord of Lords, King of Kings, and that He has the final say so in all of this. No matter who come and go, no matter who try to break your spirits, who jealous of you for shining like the diamond that you are, keep shining. If it makes them that mad, all I can say is keep on shining, y'all. Keep shining. Team Jesus for life. Thank you so much, Monet. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm not gonna give uh no credit to nobody that don't deserve it. Everybody that got it is those who deserve it and those who keep on keeping on. She just walked right there. There she goes. She ran right there. Look at my sister. She out there on the field in the white t-shirt. That's my sister. She's a football mom. 45 and 99. We see you, boo. We see you, boo. That must be TT in them name. Their numbers 45 and 99. She representing hard.
I just saw 99.
Yes. I'm telling y'all, if y'all knew what I was going through behind these closed doors when I'm off social media, y'all would be thankful that I'm still standing. I promise y'all. But I'm gonna keep my personal stuff to myself and just let God deal with those who needs to be dealt with and just keep on fighting this fight because we are needed in this fight. And no matter what, okay, I don't care what I go through, I'm not going nowhere. This all we yelling over here. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. We've been here from day one and we ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody new gonna come into the scene and try to distract us and throw us off our game. Stay strong through it all, y'all. Just stay strong and just know God is in control. He is here and He is not gonna leave nor forsake. He don't give us more than we can bear. Okay? Stay positive, because it definitely takes negative people's breath away. All we can do is stay positive. Thank you so much, Gwendolyn. Thank you. Yes, I am. Thank you, Jesus.
Look, I see on Twitter.
Yes, He is. Please send cards and letters. I'm definitely going to stay strong. Thank you so much. With y'all support, y'all hitting the like button when y'all coming here, y'all viewing this live stream, y'all being a part of this moment, that's what keeps me going, y'all. So God is in control. Free Kels is all I'm yelling. Remember, friends, that's my time. But before I go, I must let you know, dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever doesn't love does not know God, because God is love. I'm about to watch this football game. I'm about to tune in, spend some time with my family, show them love, love on them. These are young boys in the making. And if it happens to Kels, it can happen to them. And I want them to know Auntie got them. And we're going to protect these young men. And we're going to protect all men. Okay? Because men's rights are being violated. And the women movement and this women empowerment stuff that they are taking over the world and changing the positions that once upon a time men's was the providers. Now the women are the providers. No, men will be the providers, and us women's will know our positions, and we will still be independent. And we ain't gonna if we got it better than them, then they're gonna have to learn how to just be receptive to it. Don't be jealous of your spouse or your lover who's doing better than you. Just embrace them and know when your time comes, they'll have your back the same way you should have their back. But if you fall off, you was never meant to be, because only the weak gonna crumble and the strong gonna hold. Okay, that's my time. I appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Free Kels. 2021, 2022. We coming back for you. We ain't letting you go. Get those letters out, get them cars out, and stream his music. He is number one in streaming right now, still to this moment. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Pieces.